the last of Mohbad, we've not had the burial of that guy. After the burial of that guy, and the commissioner of police came out today to say that if they need to even conduct an autopsy, they will have to exhume that body. That's not the end.
Yes,
the spirit is definitely a very strong spirit.
That is what I expect to see. Honestly, the boy is in some of his songs. He spoke like somebody who knew that he would die.
That it will not last. Yeah.
In fact, in one song, one of his very recent songs, he said, "When I die, I will be more popular in death." And he spoke about heaven being the residence. You know, when a boy of 27 starts calling heaven his residence, that should tell you that the problems that they had put him through had reached this point. And the people who created enormous problems for a young man just because he chose to leave a label, they should be ashamed of themselves, and the scrutiny of the police should be visited on them. They need to be investigated. If necessary, they are not bigger than arrest. If necessary, they should be detained and thoroughly investigated. Now, look at what different artists are saying. Look at what Zlatan is saying. Look at what Bernard Schmoder, the one who sang about that little community in Abuja, look at what he's saying. That these guys, a lot of them are even saying that they know. Look at what Iyabo Ojo is saying. These are not ordinary Nigerians.
Iyabo Ojo was saying that the guy complained to our fiancé, the Polo guy that complained.
Yes.
That said he was.
These are not ordinary Nigerians. And it's unfortunate that that boy was going through all this, and those who were in position to assist him, to bring him out of the trouble that he found himself. Because it was said that his former label owner refused to even allow him to get shows.
Demarketing him.
He was demarketing him thoroughly. They say no, he will forget his lyrics.
One of that talk was busy beating him everywhere, attacking him.
They even went to a video shoot with Zlatan. Say no, this boy should not be accorded any form of attention and all that. Why would people go to such lengths? Because somebody decided to leave your label. Now, what in this era of social media, look at what is already happening to Naira Marley. He has lost more than 500,000 followers on Instagram because of this boy. And two U.S. shows, two U.S. show promoters have already cancelled the upcoming tours of his biggest artist, Zinoliski. They already cancelled. Zino is supposed to perform in 10 American cities. So for Fetua Entertainment, Showbiz and Vibes Land Entertainment. And they said for unforeseen circumstances that they were cancelling the shows. That's money lost. Because you remember one video that went viral where the guy was saying that he wanted to leave this and that, this and that. It shouldn't be so difficult for someone to leave
a record label.
Record label.
It is very difficult all over the world.
Look at, you can call Portable a madman, but you can see that clearly Portable didn't want to be under the apron string of anybody. He chose what looks like a good decision for him.
He's always talking about ripping them off.
Yes, now that is what they do. And when you want to leave, because they operate like a cult, they make sure that you don't get shows. Now this boy was already depressed.
And his life was in danger.
According to his friend, he even wanted to jump down from the story building because he was already tired of life. A boy with so much talent.
I didn't even know that it was the one that sang the song that he just brought into the studio.
Yeah. Ọ̀nà sọ pé kò pọ̀
Alo
sọ pé kò pọ̀ kẹ́. OPP ó pọ̀ pa. He now said OPP, OPG ó pọ̀ gan. You know? Good rapper.
Rhymes.
Yes, the thing flows. There was another one that he sang where he said, "Èmi ọmọ ghetto, mo ti dájí ló mọ́tò."
Yeah, yes.
My blessing. Now auto, wọ́n fẹ́ bá mi ya photo. You know, just flowing. So it's unfortunate. And when you watch the video of that particular song, the creativity, the artistry that was demonstrated with those masquerades and all that, it's a boy that we shouldn't have lost at such a young age.
GKB, police, they just set up an investigative panel and they're going to look into it. And this definitely will not be the end of that young man.
Well, not as far as the cause of his death. But this particular problem of contracts in entertainment industry, being more like a slave labor thing, has been with us for a long time.
Yes.
Don't forget there was a year that Sonade could not perform for 3 years because his label said he cannot leave them. So he had to go to court and he had to
The case is still in court, too.
I know.
After more than 40 years.
Even there was a Barista's album that they had to go and do the recording at the Republic of Benin. Because he could not do recording in Nigeria.
I remember because of that contract, yes.
So it's not really peculiar. Don't forget, even in the US, Taylor Swift had to go to court. And then we record some of her songs all over again to own the copyrights. Because the court says that the label owned the original, something on our original song. So she went to court and then went to the studio and re-record all over again about 5 albums, which something will not come to her. So it's not peculiar. The only problem is that something must be done to make sure that our artists are not ripped off regularly. But now it's like they are now a cabal control that industry in such a manner that they can now isolate you and make your life miserable.
Make life unbearable for you.
So just make sure that you have to.
That's what they've done to the boy.
It's unfortunate.
Really, if some people are not made to pay for this, because what is your business? They are shooting a video, and you go there to disrupt the video with people with cutlasses. Why? What has Lagos degenerated?
I'm telling you.
That people will be brandishing cutlasses in broad daylight to go and harass an artist. If he had not died, these issues would not have come to light. But when you listen to him, even on his sick bed,
yes,
the kind of things that I was saying on his sick bed, you will know that this is somebody who has gone through a lot. And not many people, knowing the talent that he's got, he wants to take care of his family. But you put him in a situation in which he could barely even feed, not to talk of paying his bills.
All avenues have been blocked.
You know, you block every avenue. He was even planning to leave the country. He was planning to leave the country because of this harassment, because he thought at some point they will get him. It's just unfortunate. People should be free to leave. If they want to leave, let them leave. Yeah, you will be able to discover other artists.
Yeah, Constitution guarantees freedom of association.
Why should you...
That record label must be investigated.
Yes, there is a petition. Nigerians have signed. About 126,000 people have already signed a petition to ban Malian music. You know?
There's like a cartel, that there's something about it.
Naira Marley really went overboard on the matter of this boy. He really went overboard.
I think that will be his major...
With all those videos that were out and all that. They say sometimes even if he has disagreement, he will release his dogs on people. And those dogs are said to be very big. How do you use dogs to settle this?
Human being.
Yeah. What's the meaning of that?
All right. We're still on Mohbad. He sent a letter June this year and wrote the letter with his name boldly written on top of, like a petition to the police, accusing some individuals, accusing them.
He named some people that were after his life and after his business. It was a very detailed letter.
That should be the responsibility of the police.
That's why I'm surprised when the police commissioner is now saying they want to investigate now. Because he has already provided enough ammunition for investigation as far back as 4 months ago. So the police need to tell us exactly what they've done within the last 4 months when they raised the issue and what they're about to do now to make sure that he gets justice. The first step, of course, is to exhume his body, but there will have been no need for that if they had moved very quickly to ensure that when they complained, something was done. But we run a system in Nigeria where the onus is on the person alleging to prove. So normally in most countries, the people will be invited as persons of interest.
Yes.
And they will have their, whatever they are going to write on record.
Maybe restraining order or something.
Yeah. They will even call them that don't go near this man 2 kilometers in any direction.
Even husband and wife, it happens, they will tell the husband,
Don't come.
if you are violent, they tell you don't get near this person. So at the point when they received the letter, what did they do?
That's all the police need to tell us.
The organs of the state should not be failing the people. When you receive this kind of letter,
SOS.
Simply
It's essentially SOS.
They will come with their trouble again. No. Because I'm very certain that if the police had responded swiftly and invited the people concerned and warned them of the consequences,
it will not get to this.
It will not get to this. We have a thriving entertainment industry.
Yeah.
But we can't deny that there are some fat cats in the industry who do not want others to grow. Who are
want them
behaving
under
like
control.
cultists, who rather punish anybody who steps out of line. Because what is the point in an individual leading machete-bearing individuals, machete-wielding individuals to go and disrupt
To location.
a movie shoot? What's the meaning of that? I mean,
The police need to let us know what happened.
the police has to be seen to be doing his job. The IG already said, investigate this. Now we've been told that anybody involved will not be allowed to go scot-free. Nigerians are watching. The whole world is watching. Zinoliski is being stopped from doing. Even a DJ tried to play Zinoliski's music. They told him that
no.
If you don't want to risk your life, don't play that boy's music. And this is a boy, probably one of the most underrated, extremely brilliant musicians that we have.
Yeah.
Naira Marley is lucky to have him. Music comes effortlessly to that boy.
Naturally.
And he also comes from a very lowly background. He's an Agege boy. Zinoliski is an Agege boy. You know? So now, what he fails to realize is that even his own business will be attacked by what has happened to this boy.
Yeah. And that brand will go down.
Yes. So we are waiting for the police to do what is right on this matter.
All right.